Hello, good evening students. In previous class we have studied the performance of medium transmission lines as well as long transmission lines by using regress method. What do you mean by long transmission line and regress method? Calculation of Vs and Is with ABCD parameters, that is sufficient. But anyway, we have to go for solution of one problem by using ABCD constants for long transmission line. So problem is like this: a three-phase transmission line 200 km long has the following constants. Resistance per phase per kilometer equal to 0.16 ohms. Reactance per phase per kilometer equals to 0.25 ohms. Shunt admittance per phase per kilometer is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Siemens. Calculate by regress method the sending end voltage and sending end current. When the line delivers a load of 20 megawatt, 0.8 power factor lagging, the receiving end voltage is kept constant at 110 kV. So you write down the given datas. All datas are given. Small r, that is resistance per unit length per phase, inductive reactance per unit length for phase, and total shunt admittance also. So we have to calculate total resistance per phase, capital R, capital XL, capital Y. That means this resistance per unit length multiplied by length of the transmission line. So we are going to get as R equal to capital R equal to 32 ohms. That is total resistance per phase. In a similar fashion, inductance per unit length per phase is given. So you calculate total reactance for phase. It should be equal to reactance per unit length into length of the line, 50 ohms. Total shunt admittance, that should be equal to shunt admittance per unit length into length of the line. It becomes 0.0003 with an angle 90. So after calculating the total values, then you construct series impedance. Series impedance Z, capital Z, equal to R plus JXL. So you write 32 plus J50 and convert into polar form. We know that by using regress method, the sending end voltage for phase is given by Vs, sending voltage per phase, equal to Vr cos hyperbolic under square root of Yz plus Ir under square root of Z by Y sin hyperbolic under square root of Yz. So the equations you are knowing, Vs and Is equations you are knowing, that you remember. So how to use this cos hyperbolic series and sin hyperbolic series? That's why one problem you go through, please. So already you are knowing Z and Y. Go for calculation of under square root of Z into Y. You substitute the values, we are going to get as 0.133 with an angle 74. Then Z into Y and Z square into Y square. These steps are helpful to do the calculation for cos hyperbolic and sin hyperbolic series. Therefore, we have to keep ready all values in polar form. So you calculate next term under square root of Z by Y. You substitute the values. So this we are going to get as 445 under square root of minus 16. Similarly, go for under square root of Y by Z. 0.00224 with an angle 16. After making all preliminary steps, then go for cos hyperbolic series. Cos hyperbolic under square root of Yz may be written with the help of mathematics 1 plus Yz by 2 plus Z square Y square by 24. This is cos hyperbolic series expressions. So you substitute all the values already in previous slide. We know that how to calculate. All you substitute, then finally we are going to get 0.992 with an angle 0.26. So next, sine hyperbolic under square root of yz. This sine hyperbolic series may be written as under square root of yz plus yz to the power of 3 by 2 divided by 6. You remember. Then you go through that substitution of values. Finally, I am going to get as 0.1325 with an angle of 74.6. Then as usual, you calculate VR and IR. Receiving end calculations. Receiving end given voltage is line voltage. We need receiving end per phase value. Therefore, VR equal to line voltage divided by root 3. You are going to get 63.5 kilovolts. Similarly, receiving end power is given. Power factor is given. Go for calculation of receiving end current. So power is 20 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by root 3, 110 kilovolts into 0.8. So after calculating IR, you are knowing the sine hyperbolic series and cos hyperbolic series and ABCD. Then you go for your final expression. Write the VS expression in terms of VR, IR and cos hyperbolic series and sine hyperbolic series. Substitute respective values. Finally, I am going to get VS, sending end voltage per phase, equal to 67,366 with an angle of 5.5 volts. This voltage is sending end voltage per phase. If I require sending end voltage line value, then you multiply by root 3. So you are going to get as 116.7 into 10 to the power of 3 volts. Similarly, you go for second sending end current IS equal to respective expression, ABCD values, then VR and IR, cos hyperbolic and sine hyperbolic values you substitute. So finally, I am going to get this value as 131.1 with an angle 8 ampere. That's why all of you understand cos hyperbolic series and sine hyperbolic series, how you are going to calculate. These things are very important for the examination point of view. Up to derivation is enough, but one problem you have to see anyway, if our luck is good or bad. One problem you go through, all of you, and it is also very much required in your power system simulation lab for analysis of long transmission line by rigorous method. So thank you to one and all.